expressed on Uncut 242 are those of our hosts, guests, contributors, and members of the public, and do not necessarily reflect the views of the production team. Uncut 242 is committed to presenting fair, balanced, and independent discussions on the issues affecting the Bahamas. We do not endorse or favor any political party, candidate, or special interest. Our mission is to provide a platform where the voices of everyday Bahamians can be heard. Some conversations and opinions shared on this program may be direct, unfiltered, or offensive to some viewers. However, our purpose is not to provoke, but to encourage honest dialogue about the realities, struggles, and challenges facing our nation. The stories, perspectives, and experiences shared on this program are not solely those of our hosts, but reflect the diverse voices of people throughout our communities. Thank you for joining us as we pursue meaningful conversations, transparency, and the uncut reality of life in the Bahamas. Welcome to Uncut 242.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Uncut 242. My name is Deanton Powell, and I have an amazing guest with me today. We have Toma.
Good evening, everybody.
How are you doing today?
I'm
You look tired.
I am.
I want to welcome you to Uncut 242. This is going to be an amazing show, so I want y'all, as y'all come and continue tapping the screen and sharing the live. We have a lot to talk about at such little time, so we have to now try get as much in whilst we're here. So what do you want to basically, you have anything to get off your chest, because it's so much really to talk about inside this country.
What I don't get off my chest is BPL. Let's talk about BPL. BPL turned my light off on Sunday around 8 o'clock after like 8:30, and turned me back on Monday after lunchtime at 12:30 something. Almost 24 hours later. I was so miserable. I couldn't sleep. I had to get up to go to work the next day, and my day started Monday was just horrible.
So tell me this, like before, when BPL is doing this stuff, normally they're supposed to put a statement out on Facebook, on the media, and to let the people know that, okay, then this area is going to be off at a certain time. Do they even do these stuff and let the public know exactly, even light is going to be off in this area at this time and so on? So do they even?
Well, what happened with that situation is they didn't do it. And the funny thing was, when they cut my light off, it was half of my street was off. The other half was on the whole time. While I saw my neighbors on, I was on. Me from where I live, go back to Howard Road, was off. Half of my area was off. Stapleton, the rest was on the whole night. And it was miserable. But the thing is, the rest came on after 2, 3 in the morning, but my street alone, my half street, was off until the next day after lunchtime. I had to call like 3 times to find out what's going on, why is this happening.
Wow. And also to our TikTok viewers, so right now we are broadcasting live on all social media platforms, and as y'all can see, we have TikTok connected to this live.
Really? Oh wow.
So everybody, so I want to say good night to Jay Bryce, Bobby, and also Cesario. Good night, y'all. Welcome to Uncut 242. I want y'all to engage inside the conversation that we're gonna have tonight. So I want to hear from you all. I want to welcome you all to Uncut 242. Big Bobby, can you hear me?
Can she hear us?
Big Bobby, unmute your mic. Can you hear us?
I unmute my mic. You can't hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
All right, good. Good night, guys.
Good night, yo.
Good night.
Jay Bryce.
What's going on, man? You looking bright and smiling. You want some guys?
Thank you. Good evening. It's actually evening. It's after night time now. It ain't afternoon no more. I don't know why Bahia was out talking about afternoon when the night doesn't fall.
You see that you have to get evening to the whole entire panel.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening to you, man. Good evening to you.
We also have Cesario on the call as well. Cesario, good night. Welcome to Uncut 242.
Good night, man. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
So okay then, so guys, we're gonna get right in. As y'all come and continue, like I say, tapping the screen, sharing the live. We're gonna get right in and we're gonna talk about the BPL situation. It is so sad that we are going through this whole situation with BPL, but the person who's in charge of BPL and aviation, anybody did you saw her as yet to even put out a statement and saying that okay then she's feeling what we feeling. She know what we going through, and she is going to now fix it because just remember before you say anything, she started off and said that this summer we are going to be it's not going to be no load share, that it's going to be we're going to be straight, but we gone from that light cutting off every single day.
Well, that's a lie. Because since they got into power, that's what we experienced a load shedding. Non-stop from June until now. I think when we can start seeing relief is when the fall hit and when winter hits. That's when we see the relief.
And it's so
But you
sad.
know what's so sad? They double our bills. How am I paying 2 fuel surcharges? For what? For what when you have my light off all the time? So you try to double dip on me and rob me. But if I rob you, I go to jail. But if you rob me, it's fine.
The government, you have to understand, the government, they have shares in these stuff, so they'll always look out for their investment. They don't give a crap with us.
Sure they don't. They
But
surely
but
don't.
I want to hear from you all. It is sickening. It is sad. And I hope we gotta be careful now because you ain't want that light off cut off right now. Where we see generator connected here. So we need to talk about this, and let's talk about the raise.
First, let's talk about this overtime.
Let's talk about this overtime situation at BPL. In 1 month, 600,000.
So let me read something to you that the Tribune has put out. It says 20,000 K overtime in 1 month. Bahamas Power and Light probes into overtime payment found that just 3 employees in one department collected over $600,000 in overtime in a year, prompting the Utilities Board to move to tighten overtime rules, triggering a backlash from the BPO union. But the president made money off those 3 people.
Well, but you seen the president who said that they tried to bribe him to go against the they seen the BPL president who said that they tried to bribe him to go against the workers. That he didn't hear me.
I don't know who the president is, but they said the president made money off of these 3 people.
I hope
and he made more.
I hope it ain't the president will come to the media and said that the people is coming to him and telling they're trying to bribe him to go against the Bahamian people. Is it that president? This is what we need to figure out.
Right, we need to find out.
We need to find out exactly who president it is. Because this is unacceptable. And all of this money that they taking, that could go in the infrastructure and trying to make BPL better.
You think they want to make it better? No. Then we found a field behind the Blue Hill plant where they're supposed to put the solar power, the solar, what you call it,
They
the
put
solar panels?
the solar panels. They have the stand they have the stand there, but the solar panels is not on the stands.
So-
and that's right in what that is in the back of Blue Hill, but that's in
Blue Hill plant, yes.
But where we had to go get that? That's true.
We had to go through
Pride Estate,
Pride Estate, number 3.
Garden Hills, Pride Estate.
Right.
The structure is there, Bahamians, where they have the stands for the solar panels, and I feel that's where they stage, where Brave them end up going there and staging the solar panels where they supposed to put out out the Michael area, because the place of the Michael area, the area is not the structure is not there, is not flat to put the solar panels stand. So where we see the stand out in Pride Estates, that means they use that as a stage. They stage the solar panels there before
But
election.
that's all they do is stage things.
Every single time.
They're good at their PR and staging things to say, look what we're doing, and don't do nothing.
But we stand there and we allow them to do this. We allow them to steal money from us every single day. Whilst we live in paycheck to paycheck, while we can't pay we paying our light bill off in full, but we still ain't getting the service. We paying water bill. We doing energy, like everything in this country just is going downhill.
I thought people said, let's boycott BPL. How? I want them to explain to me, how can you boycott a company that is holding you by the balls? Let me tell you how to get them. And I know it's going to be expensive. But to get them is to everybody. I know we all can afford it. But if you can't afford it, get you a generator or get you a solar panel on your house. go off the grid, and that's how you hit them in the pockets. It sounds crazy, but it's the truth. I thought of it. I'm like, if we could afford it, but they won't make it affordable for us to get it. Because why? They don't want us to have it. They want to keep their foot on our necks and make us suffer.
So, so people who's on TikTok, Bobby, how do you feel about this? And then I'm gonna ask Jay Bryson, also Cesario. What do y'all think? What is your suggestion where we could basically hit them in their pocket, where we could get away, move away from our BPL?
On your fuel surcharges.
Zario, do you want to interject?
Well, in order for them to take us serious, um, I think the human people should come together, or even the business community should come. Applying to.
That's my thing right there. That is so amazing. Urka, you don't even hear from Urka.
Urcus is part of the government. What do you expect? You think the government can hit itself again?
This is, we now need separate entity who's not connected politically with the government. Nothing is going to get fixed. We will always get the shitty end of the stick because why? Everybody is connected to each other.
Correct.
But then they talk about today, sometime today they were saying about how BPL, we have a storm that's brewing in the Pacific Ocean.
Atlantic.
And the Atlantic Ocean. And now that they're saying that if, in case of current cutting off, they are now going to seek power from someplace else. They're now looking to go Jamaica. They're going to go to Jamaica for Jamaica to try to assist us if we don't have the load.
Wait. You saying they can go to who? Where? Jamaica? So
They said that when...
So you go cross Cuba to get to Jamaica for power.
All right, then. So this is my thing
You
now.
might
So
as well
this is more
you might
money
as well
now.
go to the Florida right now.
This is my problem right now. They are now going to... They said
Going
that...
backwards.
They said that when Jamaica was having problem, Jamaica sent people over here. So now if
So-
our load, if the load now that we have inside the country, if it's not efficient,
So
then they are gonna go seek help from some of our Caribbean countries, and basically
so
they
let me
send
ask you a
Jamaica.
question. When Jamaica was, and when the storm licked them in the head and they was out of commission, we sent them power?
We assist them.
How? With our old
That what they say?
ancient decrepit
I only
system
saying
we got
what
here?
they say. That's what they. Producer. I think I send that that video to you. Okay, so we can't access that right now, but that's what they say. It's on the social media platform. They are now going to that. All that goes to show you. Just remember now,
But
they are working together.
but my question is, how is the power coming from Jamaica crossing Cuba? Who ain't got no power?
Well, all of this now is to try find way to pull money out to try to save our local because you know they got to find unique ways to get our coins to give
They
it to
might as
somebody.
well bring back the people from Pike to fix that stuff because they're making no sense.
How do you all feel? Bobby, Jay Bryce, Senzario. Did you all see that news statement that they put out today concerning the same situation? What we're talking about?
But I do agree with Jay Bryce. We need some sort of investigation within the BPL. You can hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you perfectly clear.
Because it echo in and then it break it up. I don't know.
We can hear you
But
loud
we,
and
we
clear.
can hear you though. Just you can talk. We can hear you
loud
clear.
and clear.
Yeah, I was saying they need some sort of investigation to be done in BPL because we the consumers need to know how are they billing us and what are they billing us based on. We need to know, are we paying two surcharges the charges on the bill? They need to investigate because they need to find out like Jay Bryce is saying, find out what they do with this money, what they supposed to fix BPL with. So that's the first order of business we need investigation, man. It's sickening, man. It's real sickening.
I agree. It's
But
very-
we
it's
need
very
to what
sickening.
what
Bobby, they have a commission for these type of things, and Parliament don't really use it. So
Is it because we the people we
like
don't we don't
government,
make
like with Uncle was saying about some of these government things need to be separate. We need accountability. The opposition, the governing body, the Senate,
All these entities are one. When they dish out anything in the public, they always have the Bahamas government thing on because they are one government. The opposition supposed to be holding the government accountable. They don't really be doing that. They just be asking questions instead of putting actions behind these things to hold the government accountable. We have commissions to actually go and look and see where these things are happening inside every ministry.
Okay.
They just appoint people to do these stuff. It's just that when they do, they like say, "Oh, we keeping it secret." Like when the opposition say he wanted to put the public account committee on live. You see how the speaker of the house tries shut him down, saying, "No, you can't do that," because certain things they want the public see or know. You understand? They don't want to be held accountable.
Which is crazy because they forget they work for us. We don't work for them.
I still
Exactly.
I talked about it on our show couple days ago. Where did we went wrong? Where we feel to let them know that they are the owners and we are the slaves. Because I try to figure out where did that mishap, where did that went? Where we went wrong with that because they feel that they is the boss and we is the
Because we
workers.
treat them like celebrities.
Exactly.
We the people are
Something
we.
like that, something like man. Yeah.
Say it again.
Good night, Campbell.
Not to cut you off, right? Yeah, hey, how you doing, Uncle? Couple nights to the final. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Go ahead.
I don't want to be veil from the BPL topic that we're on. And what is surprising is also that from what I am now understanding, and I was told this by a BPL operative, that when the numbers or the figures get to a certain point in BPL, the government takes over. Meaning that when they have to order certain machinery or when it is like reach certain zeros in the BPL administration or the due process of financial commitments is now turned over to the government. So the government stepped in and rectified certain financial obligations. And so that's why the president of the BPL union is having so much diversity is because when he reaches one level, it's out of that level time and now enter the face of the government. And then, the government is always just back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, they say one thing, then they do another. And so we have to keep, and I think Bobby was right. They have to do an investigation within the properties of BPL, because that surplus charge, remember Omar Archer was talking about it prior, that's not a real charge. That's only a charge for the shareholders, for Frankie Wilson them. They're skimming off the name of people. And remember now, when people hire people, they don't just hire people at random. They hire people that knows what's going on, that is going to hush on the partake of what's taking place. And so the higher up you go, the secrecy level is very, 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 very classified. And they're not allowing any regular people to get in there. That's why I say when you see PLP, F&M, that's a team. These people grow up with each other, went to school with each other, they in businesses with each other, they take them to their kids, the godparents to the kids, so they know the internal works of what's going on. So we, as the people, now have to call it out, like we're doing now, and thank God Uncut came up with this kind of show, to now putting the fire to the hem and calling.
Uh-oh, he got cut off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And really now act, and that's why I always say, when you see these politicians, like you say, they work for us, we don't work for them. Ask these politicians these questions on these charges, man. These surplus charges is not a real charge. That's just a charge that they're skimming off the people. The same way how they want to introduce the solar panels, they're going to charge us just to be able to set that up, and that should be something free for the Bahamas, because we are in the geographical climate area of where the sun always shines on us. So why not invest in solar panels?
Hold on 1 minute, Campbell. Also to the ad, what you just said just now, Joe Bed Kobe actually said that they are now going to get the solar panel and integrate the solar panel into the grid.
Really?
So they could actually charge us from the solar. Why would you want to integrate the solar into the solar panel into the grid? What you getting for free? Why you want to charge us for something what we getting for free?
Because that was in the mix a long time ago. That was in the plan. Lincoln spoke about that.
It wasn't.
It was in the plan. Lincoln spoke about that they was going to use that the charges anyway. You're paying for the sun. He just said that in his lives. You said you're going to pay for the sun. The sun is free. Why are we paying for free? That make any sense? And then you can charge me again. Fuel surcharge for the sun too.
But what we need to do, guys, this is just my suggestion. I just asking for a friend, or I just saying this for a friend. What we need to do, we need to go back in the good old days, and we need to go back and do what we used to do. What BPL need to do, and drive to these people's houses and go to the actual meter box and check the meter again. Because now you can't go on your assumption thinking that, okay, then what you think we use. Not because sun hot, everybody use air condition. And cut on their central or their air conditioner or whatever.
Well, I can tell you one thing. In the U.S., they have a thing where they could shoot it's a little gun, and they could shoot the signal to the box, and it could read and it come back on there. Do they have that?
But technology says, my thing, anything what's easy and what basically you could use we don't have no technology in this country. We are not trying to upgrade the system. The system is broken, and that's the only way they can make money from the same system. They're not going to invest no money to try to fix something. And this is basically
the system is old. It is ancient. It has been around since the dinosaur era. It's time for a new system. We're living in a geographic location where we get sun and we get ocean with waves, current, consistent current all year round. So why we can't use the ocean current and why we can't use the sun and even get wind? They don't have to get those big thing.
Windmill.
I have followed a company on Instagram where they have these new wind turbines. It's very small. You could put it on your roof and you should get about almost 100 watts of electricity. It could go slow. Whatever wind is blowing it could be a light wind, it'll still move.
Yeah, but not only that too, we have China inside this country. China's now taking over the Bahamas right now when it comes to infrastructure and building these stuff. China is all over. They have now this thing, this solar tile
on top of the roof.
Yeah, I saw that.
You got even of the solar thing where you could stick on the side of the wall.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You have so much different ways you can now try help with. Even let's talk about the solar at the sports center. What are they doing with that?
Is that working? I heard they had fire in one of the.
Couple of the solar end up dropping on the ground, and couple of the batteries were connected. It's basically it's been blown.
Well, guess what? I just passed Sabah's new passport office. They have the solar things in front of the buildings now.
So you're trying to tell me say the same thing like what by
Yes.
BPL? I
No,
mean,
no.
what by the sports center?
Yes.
They now have that.
Yes.
It's a solar was now running his building.
That's correct. That is correct.
Look who's getting it. Look who's
Oh,
getting it. Only the
okay then.
MPs and certain big players. Look at the Prime Minister
Only
house
the
on Table
1%.
Beach. His house
Only-
fully solar.
Only the 1%.
Exactly.
Only the 1% is getting satisfied.
Only
While
them getting
us-
it. Look at Frankie Wilson house. Check Frankie Wilson house. Look at his house.
That's
Tell
the
me if
ancient
that ain't
house. That
solar.
house so old already to crumble.
Check these people's houses.
Frankie Wilson's house is very old house. I can tell you that.
But that's probably the house he wants you to feel so he in. But yeah, it's a couple houses. Trust me, these man and women, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And like how you guys just stated, we are still running off an old system. The reason being is because the old system benefits the old oligarchs. It benefits them. It benefits them highly. And if you change that, then you cut into that network of what they've been gaining so long. You cut into that. And so when we have these kind of discussions, they're very scared and afraid because the more you talk about it, the more it stenches up to the nose and the ears and the mouth of what the people don't want to have anymore. And you got to keep talking about it, That's why I say, when you see these sucker-ass politicians, ask them these questions, man. Ask them what's going on with the surplus charge at BPL. Why are we paying this? Why do we have to pay this? This was never there before. What is this all about? Do the investigation thoroughly, and you will find out the real answers as to why it's being done. And like you just stated, the old system is working for these old people. They ain't want to come out of that. Now, I can agree with what's your boy name, who y'all had on the show, the digital guy from Freeport. But he has a good.
Who it is? Who? On our end or his end?
Yo, keep putting F1 inside the comment. Apparently, they're trying to attack the TikTok live. So they keep
Yeah, because they don't want to hear this. They know that this is gaining traction, and people are now becoming more self-aware to the atrocities. So we have to keep speaking on these actions that is not benefiting the Bahamian people at large. It's only benefiting, like you said, the 1%. It's only been about that 1%, and so we have to tap into this new narrative now that these people work for us. The government people work for the Bahamian people.
Yes.
So we have to clearly state that to them. And when we have these forums, or when they have the community meetings and town hall meetings, when you stand up there and you go to these meetings, you gotta ask these questions out loud and make sure put them on the spot so that they could be and they could know that the Bahamian people ain't fooled. Where they ask these not diabolical questions, but these questions of concerns of major concerns that haven't been benefiting the Bahamian people at large. So you have to ask these questions in the town hall meetings, or when you see them individually tomorrow, whenever you see them, go up to them and ask them, put them on camera and ask them, and watch how they walk away. And when they walk away, you don't know, hey, man, they ain't being truthful, they ain't being honest, they ain't being totally divulgent to what it is, to the cause and effect. Man, get their ass out of here.
But the thing is, Bahamians got to realize that they have to realize that they are the employers. And the MPs and the Prime Minister is employed. I mean, we are the employees. They're the employees. They're employees.
Yes.
They work for us. We put them in to run the country the right and proper way. Transparency is key, which they don't do. Area is secrecy. Why? Because they want to thief. They want to drag us and give us nothing but crumbs. And say, oh, we did this, we did that, we paved the roads, we did that. Paving the roads is not putting the money in my pocket. Paving the roads is not putting no food in my house.
But that's
Paving
your
the roads
job.
but paving the roads is not paying no bills for me.
But that is your job. This is what you sign up for. Your job is to
Exactly.
pave the road. Your job
Exactly.
is to do these
I
things.
totally
This
agree with that.
This is what you're getting paid
But
to do. But at the end of the day,
That's
we don't
what you
care
go out there to
about.
do.
We don't want we don't only want paving the road. You was actually put there too to empower the Bahamians. For us,
Yes.
for this country to progress to the next century, we need to find out exactly what our young kids them into. What do they love? empower in them, but give them the money where they can start their own business, so where they can get into what they want to get into, to take our country to the next level. We tired of this
TNT.
foolishness now. Go ahead, Bobby. I'm in beauty.
Uncut. I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
I just want to say something. I agree with the young man that spoke just now. Yeah, we have, our problem is we're not holding their feet to the fire, and they've gotten so lax on this premise that no one to say nothing and come back to them. And now that we're pushing back, this new people pushing back. Before, we just let it slide, we let it slide. And no matter how much, if we don't get together collectively as a body and stand together and they see power with us, they're going to continue doing it. They don't want solar panel because, like you say, it's going to stop somebody from getting some money. You go to the passport office and you get your passport, you apply for your passport, they writing a receipt on paper.
Yep.
Plenty government offices still doing it because they're getting kickbacks from it.
Yep.
They thieving money. They don't
Yep.
want to change this.
Yep.
Not even that. I went to the post office to pick up a packet, and I was gonna pay with my card. The woman said, "I'm sorry, we don't take cards." I'm like, "What?" I said, "Vince, when I call you on the phone, why you didn't tell me that I can stop at the bank and get the cash?" I had to leave the post office, go to the bank, and all the traffic in the middle of the day to go get cash to come back to write me up a receipt on paper.
So you make
'Cause that's how they
you,
steal.
but you made the police
Yeah.
record. You make the police record.
No
but they
card
make,
means small thief and no
but they
stop.
make the police record cashless, and you make the post office where you gotta buy. I mean go ahead, Zario. Go ahead, Sanzario.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Sanzario. You were
And
saying
see,
something?
and the reason why we have these kind of things too, because we have our government agencies so scattered all over the place. Instead of having one whole facility and having one system for everything to go through, they have everyone scattered. Everyone have their own different rules and how they run things.
Agree.
Because everybody have to get a piece of the pie.
Right.
Whoever running national insurance, it have to be open enough that they can get in. Whoever running the passport office, they have to make it open enough that they can get in. They leaving it open. They leaving the gate
Yeah, they
open to
leaving it
people
open.
to.
Yep.
Yeah, we not
Did y'all
really
know
running
also that
our
NIV
country efficient enough because we have so much leakage of our treasury getting robbed, in my opinion, because all these government agencies getting passed by this bill and that bill, and you pay this couple million, this couple million, this couple thousand, 100,000. We are bleeding money, and we are putting taxes on ourselves and the future generation to pay back for such little things. Oh, we don't have the money to do this. We don't have the money to do that. But you bleeding money, unnecessary money you bleeding. We have to run our country efficiently. And that's what causing our country go down a deeper hole because we have so much people hands in the treasury.
Hold on, Campbell,
But it
hold
ain't
on.
even only that. They don't have no money, but yet when they left office the other day, they increased their salary. So why you don't have no money? How isn't there any money?
No, they don't have no money to
Y'all see this,
empower
right? They
Bahamians.
don't have no money
That's
to
what
pay
it
the
is.
civil servants, right?
Well,
The
let's
money
talk
is
about the
there.
money
The money's
in
been
the
there.
7-1
The
fund.
money is there, guys. The money is there.
You have $500,000.
Remember now,
to give
the
to-
population of the Bahamas,
Campbell,
our
Campbell,
population of
Ca-
adults in the Bahamas is under 260,000.
Thank you. Thanks.
Campbell, you
Yeah.
know, Campbell, you know what I want you to start. You know what I want you to talk about? I want you to talk about the money that's in the Sovereign Wealth Fund. Let's talk about that.
Where's that money?
Where's that money?
So that's what I'm saying now. The money is there. The money
What's our
is
wealth
clearly
fund?
there.
What's our
It's
wealth
just
fund?
being stagnated because we have people in power
Yep.
that is not relinquishing it to the people. They're keeping it to
Yep.
themselves, and they're like the gatekeeper of how and directing where the money should go. And obviously, it's going to their cronies and their friends and so on and so forth. You can see it clearly every day in the news on with this project, with that project. So you see how the money is being funneled out. So and watch this now. Didn't they just say that they just allocated over $250 million for the airport? For a little ass airport on the Family Island, $200 and something million. Remember now, watch it now. Remember the numbers. Listen to the numbers. 250 million. If our Bahamian population of adults is only 260,000, why they
300.
can't invest 1 million into the people?
It's actually
All the
300,000, Campbell.
Why they can't invest 1 million and give the Bahamian adult people a tax return? Why they can't give us a tax return on $1 million per year? If they
Because
borrowing all these millions
Because
of
you don't
dollars,
deserve
all
it.
these new infrastructures, and they only breaking ground, never completed until the next election. What they bullshitting the people for? This is what we need to enforce and talk highly more, and then take it to the
Yes.
politicians and say, hey,
Yes.
why we can't get a tax return if we've been paying
Yeah.
tax for 8+
Yes.
years and they ain't get no
Yes.
no accurate response or accountability to how much money
Yes.
has been collected, but yet BPL could say they made over $7 billion in revenue,
My God.
right? Didn't they say that just last year? That's the revenue, not the pay. That's just the benefits. So who you think is really benefiting, guys? So this is where you got to get down to the nitty gritty of things and conversations, and really now start calling a spade, and let's talk real facts here. Who's benefiting from these surplus charges that we paying for BPL? Who's benefiting really?
1%.
It's the shareholders. It's the shareholders of the
1%.
company.
So, hold on a minute, everybody. I want to thank
And
each
who are
Campbell.
the shit?
Hold on, Campbell.
Campbell, hold on a minute.
1%.
Only the man with the big money that invested in investment.
Hold on, Campbell. Hold on, everybody. I want to thank each and every one of you all for coming to the show. I just want to let you all know that Uncut 242, like I said again, is made by Bahamians for Bahamians to give Bahamians a voice to speak on these situations and these matters. But I just want to let you all know, just give us a minute. We're going to go to our sponsors and we'll be right back. But at the time being, continue tapping the screen and sharing the live.
You're watching Uncut 242, and this segment is brought to you by Uncle Dita's Natural Products offers a comprehensive range of natural hair and skincare products, including hair greases, shampoos, lotions, and various other items. For inquiries regarding these exceptional natural products, please get in touch with Uncle Dita's today at 1242-809-2198. TNT Pest Control, protecting homes and businesses across the Bahamas with expert termite treatments, rodent control, lawn spraying, and more. TNT Pest Control. You have it. We kill it. The Green Parrot Harborfront, serving up fresh island flavors, refreshing cocktails, and unforgettable waterfront views on East Bay Street. Visit today and see why locals and visitors keep coming back. Healthy and savory organic and natural. Your trusted source for premium organic herbs, natural wellness, and healthy living.
Just want to let you know. Like I said, continue tapping the screen and share the live. Welcome back to Uncut 242. We are having an amazing conversation, and I want to thank you for coming on. And how do you feel? How you think you could be able to continue this?
I mean, I can do this time to time.
But it's good though.
Yeah, it is.
And the thing about it, this is the conversation we need to start up inside our country. And we can't be afraid from the victimization, and then if we allow them to, victimize us. Victimize us and scare us.
Yeah.
It caused the country to stay stagnant.
And that's why a lot of people didn't vote, because of that same foolishness.
Afraid.
But it was afraid. But why are we afraid? Why are we always afraid of these people? Remember, Bahamians, we own this country. We are, like you said, the organics,
Organic.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But remember that they work for us. We don't work for them. So once we take them out, we take them out. Let's take them out. That's all.
We don't have nothing to lose. We don't have nothing, Bahamians.
Right?
We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing to lose. We don't have nothing. They have not given us nothing. They are not going to give us nothing. So we already give them time after time, back and forth. PLP, FNM, PLP and FNM.
53 years.
53 years. Every single time when it comes to election, that's the only time they know to say, well, okay then, to knock on your door. When was the last time that any of these politicians would get in, come back and knock on your door and say thank you? Here is a fruit basket. Here is a little token.
Money. What the fuck you do for me? Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that we're getting older now, and they're dying out. Some of them are dying out, as we can see. You know, your boy just passed away. Rest in peace. Your boy was in charge. Who was in charge of the natural resources? Vaughn Miller. You know, so not to say, I don't mean that to say that with no disrespect. With all due respect to him and his passing, rest in peace to him. However, their generation is passing on. Our generation is now succeeding. However, we have their personnel that they trying to put in place to keep this treachery system going and ongoing, and it's being combated by us because we're now re-educating ourselves and re-understanding the formalities of this political arena, and now understanding it. And we're not just looking; we're looking while we're seeing. We're seeing while we're looking. So we're doing a double look onto things now, thanks to Mr. Bain and Mr. Wesley Campbell for bringing us more to the heighten of the sense of what is valued as a Bahamian and being in the Bahamas as a Bahamian citizen. Our natural resources is for the Bahamian people. Our carbon credits is for the Bahamian people. These things are tangible resources that can benefit of a milestone to put back in the pockets of the Bahamian people at large. True tangible revenue to keep us going and keep us more allocated to a higher standard of what we are what we are entitled to. That's an entitlement as a Bahamian. You know, we didn't ask to be born here. We born here, so we born here as a Bahamian citizen, as a Bahamian, and we are by right under the Constitution that is embedded to us, is allowed us certain privy of regulations that allow Bahamians to be. You know, we are given crown land. All you have to do is apply for it, and it's allowed and is wanted to you. However, we have gatekeepers in these places that are stagnating people, that are not allowing certain recourses to take its place, and we have to call it out. Call it out, people. Call it out, Bahamians. Call out Bahamas. Don't let these people try to dictate to you what it is and they work for you. All people in government sectors work for the Bahamian people. Everybody who's in government work for the Bahamian people. So get on.
Oh, don't speak about them. They actually they do
get
you a
on
favor.
Yeah, but Campbell, you know,
Principles or your
Campbell,
physicalities and start
yeah, okay, Campbell, but what is so sickening the fact
doing
that
what
when
is
you
best
go,
for your own people. If you're Bahamian,
Campbell, hold up, Campbell, hold up, give it a break.
get the heart.
Campbell,
You can't be doing me a favor because you
He will have to.
working people, government office, or the
Campbell have a lagging.
He trying to take over the live, man.
Campbell,
He will take over the live.
I want y'all, Campbell have his,
So you have to call up for what it is. You can't be shot more. Maybe I need to be on the show next day.
Yeah.
Campbell, what we need to do one of these days, if you want to come on the show, I mean, I think that would be a best thing to do. That's where we could.
He'll take over the show. You won't give you a word edge. You gotta get a word edgewise.
You gotta give us chance to get it, Campbell. We
gotta get a word
we are live
edgewise.
on all social media platforms. We are live on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. We want everybody to go and subscribe to YouTube. Also share the live all over, so more people could get in and know more about Uncut 242. We wonder.
Uncut.
It's going to rain.
Uncut.
Oh shoot.
So give us 1 minute. We are out in the thing right now. We have to switch a little bit because it's going to rain right now.
Yeah, we out
You in the wrong garage.
So we out in the elements.
Garage?
Yeah, we out in the elements. So we give us 1 minute. We're gonna just cut just to switch around, and then we're gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Producer, go to
Put the commercial. Put on commercial.
World's greatest goddess, what you saying? All the
Hey,
beautiful
Jake.
people on the panel tonight. What's going on, man? We
Hey,
got that.
Jake.
Good day, everyone. Good night, everyone.
And I saw your message today. You know, I'm happy to hear. Is your problem resolved?
Well, they working on it. They saying they could probably have it sorted out tomorrow. I mean, I had to make a connection all the way in Canada just to get service. They might as well just bring you home and pay you a good salary, man, and so you could keep things running.
Child, I got. I want more stress on BTC. I got child. I can't deal with that. But
out of
I reached out to the manager at the mall and two other persons who I know still there. So and I got down on them and I tell them to send this a customer. This who pays your bill. Y'all need to deal with this man ASAP.
listen, keep out about it.
Listen,
BTC
they
needs
have my
100
internet for almost 3 weeks.
They need a,
3 weeks.
they have 100 people. They need 100 people waiting for them, and they only got 40 people. Man, I mean, it's like I don't know the amount of money what BTC is making this country. I mean, they treating the Bahamian people and they staff like dogs and cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They don't care. They don't care. Azario, did you said that you
Why you think?
left-
Because at the end of the year, when they get that budget report, and they
Exactly.
save them all that money.
Yes.
They only care about their bottom
That's what
line.
it is. They saving the money so they can get a decent payout.
The more money they save, the bigger their bonuses.
Listen to me.
That's all it is.
Listen to me carefully, yeah. When
Number
you
9,
start hurting the country, hold on. When you
business
start,
always intend to win, not
hold on,
lose. Win.
hold on.
Exactly. So see when you look at
Hold on, Campbell, give me a minute. When you start hurting the customers and you start hurting your
Speak it.
workers, that gonna be a problem. When they come to working, they can be frustrated. Listen to me carefully, Despite what we might say about Cable Bahamas, boy, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, boy. Cable Bahamas internet is be carrying on bad. And I talk about them niggas is be upgrading, is be upgrading. And if I was to grade Cable Bahamas right now, even though I don't have their phone, I only have their internet, boy, I'll give them an 85, boy.
Jay
And
Bryce?
yes, ma'am.
Not cutting you off. With Cable Bahamas, everybody in one neighborhood feeds, right? Yeah, they have a good internet service, right? As for BTC has standalone internet where everybody has their own internet in the neighborhood. We don't do the sharing with each other in the neighborhood. And BTC needs a lot of let me get twisted down infrastructure and many of the different areas, including the family islands, in order for the internet to be good and stabilized. Now, BTC internet is good, I can tell you that, but a lot of areas when I was there, I noticed had problems because of underground cables, and they told customers that they would do upgrades so many times, when I was there, until to this day, nothing. So that's BTC problem right there.
So you just answer me. A lady live right in Bahamian, sis. And there's every lady, she about 68. And she say, child, you always calling me. I ain't getting no BTC no more. Just but everybody in this area here ain't got BTC. BTC would
because see that's why Cable Bahamas just like Direct TV. Remember Direct TV? All them feeding off of the United States program.
Yeah, hey, and Campbell, all of them, they're one.
And the
They're
even
one.
I think there was a bigger TVs to be all. That you need some new body.
well, after they ain't got they'll want to play this one with everything.
Oh, the internet.
You hear that, Red?
Yeah.
And Goddess, the girl who called me yesterday, right?
Yes,
Me and
Uh-huh.
me and her going to primary
Mute
school
your mic,
together.
Oh.
Honors and respect, ladies and gentlemen. Campbell here taking over the show for Uncut.
Campbell need to fix the internet now, because you can't take on no show with this crappy internet service.
And I hotspotting and I on cable Bahamas right now, Goddess. So the thing about it, that ain't even her department because she is actually dealing with house phone. And the nigga she set me up to deal with today, he's a Wilscom. And he don't even deal with that department, but he got to deal with that. So all that time I had to go to NASA and all that. They put a little pool together and try to get me sorted out right
Jay Bryce. Okay. I apologize, everybody. We are back on live.
Yes,
we had to do a little switcheroo. You know, one thing about this, just like how the weather is unpredictable, the light is unpredictable. All of this. We looked at the weather to make sure that to see if any rain or anything was coming, and
We
it
saw
was
clear skies.
clear skies, and then now.
But you see how Mother Nature
Should have
changed
called
up.
Basil.
Yeah. So, Campbell, I just want to let you know. I heard what you say. There's one show you can never overtake. There's one show you could never
Well,
overtake.
Uncut, you ain't got a bed tonight.
Cheap shot.
Shots fired.
But I wanna thank everybody. As we see the numbers is going up, y'all continue tapping the screen, sharing it live, and let the Bahamian people know that Uncut 242 is on, and you now have a voice inside this country.
Yep.
You don't have to now worry about staying in the community or staying inside your house and just mumbling on what's going on inside the country. We now need to let them know exactly how we really feel, and we have a voice, and we need them to continue putting their foot to the fire, and we need to take over our country. I am sick and tired of us, the Bahamian people, are struggling and slaving in our own country whilst we have foreigners who ain't got shit coming to our country and living our dreams. I am sick and tired of that.
Let's reverse
So,
it.
Uncut, I have a
Let's put-
question.
Hold on 1 minute.
Let's put our foot on their necks instead of their foot on our necks. Because remember, they work for us. We don't work for them. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Goddess.
So you see, other Caribbeans are now allowing their citizens the benefit of their natural resources. Why isn't our government doing the same for our Bahamians? We should have been benefiting long time ago of our natural resources.
Because if they do that,
Hold on, Campbell. Hold on, Campbell.
they
Campbell,
lose
hold on.
control over the Bahamians.
Campbell, hold on 1 minute. Give 1 minute, Campbell. We're gonna give you a chance. You're gonna.
Hey, Campbell, take that special equipment out your pocket, man. Why you doing Uncut like that, taking him off the screen?
Well, he deserves it sometimes, you know. He deserves it sometimes, man. Shit, man. Shit.
It's Inspector Gadgety.
No, but guys, you must gotta do something with the system or whatever. But anyway, from what it is, from what it ain't, right? Jay Bryce, you making a valid in terms of how these people, you know, trying to swindle us and been swindling us. And so we just got to take the power back. And from what Bobby said earlier, we got to come collectively, we got to come together, and we got to come strong. And by doing that, by putting questions to mouth, asking these politicians, when you see them, wherever you see them, no matter who they're in front of, you stop them, because at the end of the day, they work for you. Make sure they know that. You let them for me. I don't feel you work for me. You tell them that loud and clear. You work for me, and say that loud so everybody else, so that can resonate with everybody else, and so that everybody else can start catching sense. Like, but that's cool, you know. But they work for us. But hey, big man, miss, hey. I need some accountability on this project. Why this isn't taking place? Why? And you have all the rights to ask them that because you are a Bahamian citizen and you voted, and you have the right because these people at the end of the day work for you. So ask them the questions. Don't be shy.
Campbell, I have a
Okay,
question.
so sorry, I apologize, everybody again. So we having a
Hold on,
lot.
cause we talking here, man. We talking on that.
Remove Campbell off this live, please, because this is not this type of party. This is not this type of party. This ain't the type of show, Campbell. I need you to be respectful. Producer, remove Campbell off this live, please.
Campbell always gotta get put out, man.
I don't have no.
Mother
This is not the type of live, Campbell. What you looking at? We giving you a voice to speak, but you are not gonna come to disrespect us on this show, and you're not gonna disrespect Uncut 242.
Yep.
So you have to know how to calm down and relax. We basically now taking our time to give you to give Bahamians a voice. You're not we do not need to turn against the you are putting your attention at the wrong set of people. You don't come on this show and carry on any type of way. You are not gonna be coming back on us live if you're gonna keep carrying on the way you carrying on. I don't have time for that foolishness.
Okay.
This is the problem with you. All the Bahamians you cannot help, and this is the thing, and it's so sad.
Yep.
It's very sad.
This
Why Bahamians gotta always go against each other? Why we cannot come together as one unit? Why we
Yeah,
can't help one
man.
another? Why we can't help one another? Come on, man.
So, anybody else, anything to say? I want to apologize. Right now, we are in how we're broadcasting outside right now. The rain is now coming down, and it's basically gonna try to mess up. It's gonna mess up our equipment and stuff.
Right.
So with that, I want to apologize and let our Uncut 242 fans know. I apologize in advance. We
do apologize.
Yeah, we have to end the live because the rain keep coming down, and it's getting on our expensive equipment and stuff. But before we go, I want to hear from you all. I want y'all to say your final remarks. How do y'all feel about for what we've been talking about? I know we didn't get a chance to really go right into what we want to talk about. There's so much stuff to talk about.
Well, until next time, we could come back and catch this again. But all I want to say is, Bahamians, remember, they work for us. We don't work for them. I cannot stress that enough. We got to put it in our heads. They work for us. We do not work for them. That's all I got to say.
Bobby, do you want to say anything before we go? I apologize. Listen here. This is not Uncut 242. We normally go until
we was trying something different, but Mother Nature has.
I'll say this before y'all cut.
Go ahead.
We have to look at the state of our nation on a serious matter. Everything is failing. Education, our medical is failing. Our landmarks in our country is deteriorating. What is it we need to do to save our nation from falling deeper down in disgrace?
I wanted to talk
What we gotta do?
I wanted to talk about. We will talk about this probably tomorrow on Uncut 242 after dark. I wanted to talk about the situation with the hospital in Freeport, where they moved accident and emergency and did not let any of the public or the residents know that. And we have boss lady, you on the live. Did you
I never knew they move it. I never knew they move it. They didn't even make an announcement.
Jay Bryce, did you know that? Y'all in
That's how
Grand
slap
Bahama.
they is.
You know why they didn't make an announcement? Because the structure that they put the people in is not even suitable. The outside perimeter,
Yep.
it's to be pink like today, right? And they put them in a I call a cave. But you know, I would like boss lady to expand on this in reference to, as I bring it up. In rule, the president of the Grand Bahama Port Authority was on 10/27 this morning, right? And his second man in charge, right? And they didn't allow, it was a David Wallace show, they didn't allow no one to call in, right? But they is saying to the people that Freeport is on the uptick. Say Freeport is moving. I live here. I was on East Sunrise Highway, they heading east. And 4 cars was in the road on the left-hand side of the road. And 2 cars was on the right side coming down, right? And my son, which is 20 years old, say, boy, daddy, boy, it's dead. I say, what? These guys them selling the people these dream would been in Freeport for almost 25 years, or the shipyard is expanding, or this and that. And we don't even have an airport in Grand Bahama. So if the Port Authority talking about the airport, why don't the Port Authority get the airport up and running for the people and then fight the Bahamas government? But the Bahamas government and the Port Authority, they in bed together, big, but I don't care what no one says. That's my 5 cents.
Facts.
That is so sad.
It's very sad.
That is so sad. Bobby, do you want to say anything before we leave?
No, I come in agreement with the role guy. When he said we need as Bahamians, we need to we need to get it together. We need to come to the conclusion that things ain't getting no better, and we need to make a stand. You know, I keep saying just with Beauty always say it's time to go Ross's bed. That's the only way they can hear us, and we need to be ready for when they think they can make their way back inside there and get them a rude awakening. That's my 5 cents.
Okay.
Uncut, you want to see what's going on in Exuma?
Yes, I saw what's going on in Exuma and Black Point and Stanoki, where they're now protesting from them dredging, from dredging and stuff.
Thank you.
We need and a gentleman, Jay Bryce. You end up he was on the show, cancer something, his name, from Bimini.
Yeah.
He come on the show and he was speaking on behalf of how they're now dredging in Bimini in the mangrove and all of these stuff.
Again?
So this is my thing. So now if we have a hurricane, a flood or whatever, that basically stop the water from coming onto the land. And Bimini never get touched with no storm or whatever. It's always Freeport and Abaco. And Nassau. So that means they are now bringing people into our country to mess with our mangrove, mess with our water table and all of these stuff. And the Bahamians and these islands are not standing up. But I
can say one thing. The country, I think the people in Exuma are standing up because they don't want to
No. The people in Exuma are standing up. But I'm glad that the people in Exuma are standing up. I was saying the people in Bimini, they should have come together and run them out of town.
I don't know what's up with the Biminites, but I don't know what's up with them. Because they seem like I don't know. I don't know what to say. I've been to Bimini once.
How y'all guys doing tonight, man? Y'all okay?
Yeah, we good. How you doing?
Yeah, man. I good, man. I good.
Righteous Syntax, good night, man. But I apologize. We are in the elements right now and the rain keep coming on. And we don't want these expensive equipments to get messed up. So for that, it's the reason why we have to end the live so short tonight. But we will be on tomorrow at 8:30.
Uncle, you don't get two of them big beach umbrellas. Put all those equipment.
We got some beach towels.
I believe this is the best live you ever had.
This is the best live. From all the times we've been doing live, this is the best live we ever had.
Trey Bryce, you alright, my brother?
Bobby, leave me alone, Bobby.
I say, yeah, Bobby is my bodyguard. Bobby, I can tell you when to strike. Bobby.
All right, I can go back in the cage then. I can back up.
Yeah, but since the rain, hold up. Producer, we got to continue. So, just give us a minute. We're gonna see if we got to continue because this rain is let's see, it stopped and then it come down hard and then it stopped. So we don't want to mess up the equipment. But until tell our producer get back to us, let's get back into the conversation. I wanna hear from you all. Is Campbell still on the live, producer?
No.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. But
you know you all could send for him.
What's that?
You got joking. You know you could send for him.
If I get what?
I say you know you could send for him. You could send for him. Send across them. You know he coming.
Yeah, but I just want Bahamians. I just want us to not take it for granted because you can't find no media or nothing out there where they're actually putting Bahamians first. where
No.
Bahamians have a voice. When you call the radio station and you're talking about the MPs and all of these stuff, they hang up the phone on you. They cut you off. They don't want you to talk about the politician. They don't want you, especially if they are a PLP or especially if they are FNM. You can't talk about their politicians. They will hang up the phone from you. But you
You know,
have.
I want a politician to come on this show and really and
Yeah.
I want a politician to come on this show. You know who I would
Yeah,
want on the
never
show?
done.
I want Mr. Dr. Hubert Minnis to come on this show.
That'll be nice.
If I could get Hubert Minnis on this show.
Send a request.
Huh?
Yeah, send him a request.
And he'll come. I telling you, he'll come.
I believe you'll come too.
What do you
They
say?
like come.
ABC, 1,
Send
2,
my
3.
request on TikTok.
Y'all don't hear, y'all can't hear the English. What do you think?
A is A, B is
A
B,
is
1,
A,
2,
B is
3.
B. 1, 2, 3. Y'all must see no hair. Listen here. This we
If
want.
anybody have a way to get in contact with Mr. Dr. Minnis, please let us know because we want him on this show.
Listen here. What is your one of your reason why you want him on the show?
No, because I want to hear. Now he's not, because now he get kicked out of F&M and he lost. He has nothing else to lose, so he could spill the gate some stuff.
Yeah, but he's now spilling the gates. He is spilling
No,
the gates
but
on some
no,
stuff.
no,
with-
come on this show where he could, the people actually, we get the audience.
Ask
He
the
can
real
talk to us.
questions, yes.
He could talk to us live now. He could talk to us. We could probe him and you could open up. You're no longer in government, okay? You was the vice prime minister. Well, let's change that down. Ray is the vice prime minister.
I don't
Ray
want
is
you
the
from
vice
that
prime
dog
minister.
mode mad.
Huh?
Well, Menace.
I don't want you from that dog mode mad.
What I
You
can
do
say,
much
what I can
damage.
say from what I can say with Menace never pretend to be something he ain't.
But that's true.
That's what it is.
Menace was arrogant from the beginning until the end.
Yep. Yep.
That man never pretend.
That's true.
The only thing he pretended to do is take the damn job. That's the only thing he pretended to do.
That's true. And I didn't see that. The needle went back
No,
in.
but the needle went back in. That's the only thing he pretended to do.
But sold you all out to the highest bidder.
He had
no choice. Maybe he had to sell us or
from
be
Menace
off.
come to the public, and he tell us that he didn't have no choice. We are gonna be signed on to the one world order.
Yep.
Us, but he
Which
made
you have no
supposed to-
choice. We have a choice.
He said that
Yeah,
this
but
country,
exactly.
from sense that come on his mouth, we supposed to rise up and run and jump kick him and all of his souls.
Anyways, like I said, I put it to the public. If anybody got a close contact with Menace, please let us know. We want him on this show.
Yeah, let Menace know I am a big fan of him. I love Menace. I always wanted to be a FNM. I'm just so, this is just only the good part. Y'all cut that part out. It's only to get rid of one. I'd always like Menace. Menace was a good prime minister. Good prime minister.
Oh, to you, eh?
Hey, this is to get him on the show. Good prime minister. He
Listen,
did an excellent job.
I's a Virgo.
The pork-
I don't sugarcoat
The
nothing.
pork cakes on the road are the better than y'all doing COVID.
I tell you that.
Okay? The Joneses had a better.
I mean, he gave us
Hey, the
alphabetical
Joneses was
orders.
free, right?
The Joneses was free?
The Joneses was free, right?
Yep. And they
That
got the
ain't
job.
none there. You all see
And
anyone in the
right.
paper? Not one.
Yep.
Not one Jones was in the paper.
That's some shit, eh?
Not
Co-
one.
hey, the COVID didn't even want them.
Yeah.
I like for boss.
No, they ain't that. The COVID couldn't conquer them. They have
No,
Because the immune system too strong.
The COVID
You got-
said,
I tell you
wrong
that.
body, wrong body.
Aboard, wrong body.
Yeah. Abort mission.
Go on the line.
Yes. Go ahead.
I would like for Boss Lady to expand in reference to the airport in Grand Bahama and with Mr. Ian Rowland on the show today. I would like, cause I know she got that call. I know she was listening to that. So I would like for her to expand on that and see what her views is.
Go ahead, boss lady.
Go ahead, boss lady. This is where we want the Grand Bahamians to come out and now speak on these situation. What's happening in Grand Bahama?
I suck my teeth on them people.
Go ahead, boss lady.
Grand Bahamians, I don't understand y'all. I really do.
And
Y'all have a beautiful island. I was there one day. Not cut you off, boss lady. I was there one day, and I must say it's a beautiful island. Y'all, I mean, the infrastructure is there.
Empty
Y'all could-
canvas.
y'all, right, like Lincoln said, an empty canvas. So much could be done to that island, man. So much could be done there. but it's just a barren land. Barren. Go ahead, boss lady. She on?
Mm-hmm.
Can
Boss
you hear
lady?
me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can
go
hear you.
ahead.
But my internet is going in and out, but I was saying there was nothing being done to the airport at all to expand the airport. Nothing, they're doing absolutely nothing. And you notice from they came in, they came in on that same premise saying they were going to fix the airport. Election over now, they ain't checking. Once you're quiet about it, they being quieter. They quiet on the creek.
What's talking about? Go back.
Say quiet on the creek.
Quiet on the creek. Shh. Quiet on the creek.
See, this is,
Sound like you be by the creek.
see, this is my thing. All of the staging, they
Yeah,
cleared
all
on.
the staging
They had
over
a
now, that
tractor.
over.
They had a tractor. They cleared on the side of the airport. They bring in all these equipments and all of these stuff just to show. You remember when they had the
Like I said, PR.
PR? Just.
They are only good at PR. That's it.
That's it, and that's all. Faking.
That's
They
it right
fake-
there, faking.
They fakers, man.
Yeah, but we allow them to fake for 53 years and we ain't say nothing.
I think the
You
Bahamian
think
people.
they think they can stop now and I've been working for 53 years?
My question is, Bahamian people love this bad treatment, so they will complain, make noise, and then when the 5 years to vote again, oh yeah, PF for them, yeah, PF for them, and when they
Yep.
get back in, same
Stupid.
foolishness.
Because they come up with a voodoo slogan. Not only the slogan is get these Bahamians.
New day, new progress. You made progress.
All of these stupid slogans get these Bahamians and the thing about it, let me tell you something. The F&M, we
Oh
deliver.
yeah, we deliver. Deliver what?
Yeah.
Deliver the pizza?
Hey, y'all remember Fresh Breeze was blowing a couple of years ago by the PLP? They
The
slow
Fresh-
get a Fresh Breeze was blowing.
I never ride the wave with Brave.
Ride the wave with Brave.
No, Boris knows she's saying fresh breeze is
The
blowing.
Fresh Breeze is blowing. You remember Jay Bryce?
What year
Okay.
that was? What year that was?
I was in 2012 or something when the PLP.
No,
Yeah,
Africa was in power then.
No, what?
Africa was in power then.
Yeah, that was the PLP thing during the election time then.
2012, yeah.
2012, yeah. See, this is my
Yes.
thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what
Yes,
run the country.
Yes, fresh breeze.
That's what win the country. Slogans. Nothing else, just slogans.
But the COI slogan changes here.
Exactly.
Yeah, but change is really here. Because
Yeah.
what Lincoln and the COI members have done, they have done something what nobody never do and would never do. And the first thing is educating the Bahamian people.
Exactly.
That's right. Facts.
If you want to take
Changes,
over
yeah.
any country, you have to make sure you have two major things. Education and good health care.
Right? That's what you need.
They refuse. These stuff supposed to be taught from primary school about our natural resources and our whatever's going on inside this country.
Constitution.
All of these stuff. When was it? I hear y'all say something last night. Y'all say that they are now starting to paint the schools and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just started.
Yeah, that's the time.
They are now starting to paint the schools and stuff. But,
Well, this is the-
but
this-
we have
this the
now.
one.
But hold on, wait. We just bring in 300 teachers from Ghana.
But then we just graduate train the teachers.
And we just graduate. 300. I think it's 300 teachers just graduate from UB and all these, from all these places.
So why would you bring in teachers when you have teachers ready here? Make it make sense, eh?
But hold on, not only that. When are we going to now start building more schools? We need to start building. We need to stop building these schools piece. Let's build a huge building where they could actually. We don't have to walk. What if it started raining and they got to go to their next class?
Like the ones in the U.S.
Like the ones in the U.S. We need to stop. We need to move away from this slave jail. You know this. The schools over here. It literally set up like the prison.
Really?
It literally set up like the prison. They tell you when to go. They tell you when to go to lunch. They tell you when to this. They tell you when to that. It's prison. And they ring the bell when it's time for. They ring the bell when the school open. The whole school system set up like jail.
And even though, and some schools have the letters F block.
You can't knock that. I can see you talking about like she said now the F block and this block, but you need order in the place and cut. You can't You need order in a place. You can't
I know that. I know that. But at the same time, I'm saying like how the prison set up where you gotta you go like to, outside on the lawn or whatever. The whole structure, how the prison set up is how they now.
I guess.
I don't know.
We just need a big building. We need to put gym. Why don't we have gym? Why don't we have air conditions in these schools by now? Central
I
air.
agree with that.
They want
But you know something that bugged me all my years, even going to school. You have to stand outside in the hot brazen sun for assembly. Dead sweat. And this is still going on inside
Still is
the
going on.
schools.
Hold on, but hold on.
That's what I'm doing in charge, so they can let you sit, they can let you stay out there, and they can let you see. But I in charge, and that's where leadership. That's how they have leadership.
Hold on, but
You
that's
talk
just
about
not.
assembly.
That's
People
just
having
not,
graduation
public school,
outside
Private
now.
school. Private school do the
Wow.
same
That
thing.
ain't no private school, sweetie. That's no sir. They have chapels and auditorium. Which one?
I went to
Which
Aquinas.
one?
I went to Aquinas, and we did it. I went to Aquinas.
Yeah,
and
you
we
all
did it.
pushing the Pope. You all on different things.
Bobby, your body's your problem.
Oh, wait,
I trying to keep civil right now.
what happened to Belinda? What happened to Belinda Wilson though?
She got paid off.
She get paid off, but she get paid on.
But I trying to figure out, because she moved from the school and she gone to the taxi union, so they should super that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Wait. You said she moved from the school as a union instead of going to the taxi union?
Well, that's what she's saying, because she's telling the taxi drivers them they don't need to strike, settle down, and the tourism industry and all of that. So I trying to figure out how she get over there.
How the hell she can tell them not to strike? Them guys are making no money. They suffering more than anybody else.
Yep.
Not only that, the taxi drivers does not even get no jobs. They now have these big companies with these jitney,
The tall buses.
the tour buses and
Tour
stuff,
buses, yes.
taking all of the tourists from
Wicked. That's
these people.
wickedness.
Didn't Pinland talk about that?
Pinland did talk about it.
Pinland say if you allow
did?
these tall buses, yes he did. He said if you allow these tall buses to come in here, you're gonna lose. And that's exactly what happened. He
But
talk
not
about
only
it.
that, didn't they give the taxi drivers Monday, certain time on Monday that they was gonna get back to them with an answer?
That's what the fat man name.
Lundy?
Lundy did say that.
Hold on, I just found out something. Someone told me something was disturbing.
Wow.
You know the truckers, the truck drivers, the truckers. You would think all the Bahamians driving those trucks, right? No, more Jamaicans and Haitians in those trucks.
Well,
Yep.
yes.
Even in Grand Bahama.
You know how much Jamaicans and Haitians driving the big trucks around Nassau? A lot more than Bahamians.
Plenty Haitian driving them, boy. They
And
take
guess what they
over.
doing? They cutting your throat. When the Bahamians say I'll take a load for 100, they say I'll take it for 80 or 60.
Yes.
They cut. It's a cut. It's a cutthroat.
But a couple years ago, they had where the truckers around the Bahamas had to come and bring they had to do a new license where they try to make it difficult for them to own these big trucks and stuff. Y'all remember that?
What year this was?
This was a couple years ago. They tell
You mean by the fish fry when they had the thing by the fish fry with the truckers?
where
I
they had a couple years ago where they tell the truckers them the new licensing and stuff for their vehicles and stuff.
Oh, you mean when there was the new road traffic?
Yes, the new road traffic stuff, and they try to make it.
They made it
try to
very
difficult.
expensive for them.
They make it
Yes,
difficult.
yes.
They make it difficult for the Bahamians.
The Bahamians, yes.
But you get more Jamaicans and Haitians driving trucks now.
You know, a lot of Haitian driving them, boy.
And God, tell people the truth. You know exactly who that money was going to. That was going to the same nigga who have all them boat and jet skis in Nassau. Who, when they going to mash him up in reference to Bahama when he had all the services and stuff. Call his name, man. You know his name.
No, I think you need to call his name. You both.
Yeah, you call the name because what the name is.
Hold on. Let me go back in my archive. Give me a minute.
It sounds like you didn't know.
I try to figure it right now.
I know his name.
I want to interject on the. I want to go back to the taxi drivers.
Go ahead.
In a way, those taxi drivers kind of made, y'all might not agree with me, but they kind of made it difficult for themselves because the overpricing, the provocativeness, and everything with the speaker on them taxi. Yeah, man, Mister, don't do your face in that real dog. They just can't bad. The leisure tour bus more safe. Let's be realistic here. You know, and the price on it.
The taxi plates is getting chewed out like candy for political favor, so they're giving anyone these taxi.
I mean, yeah.
And not only that, for I don't my train of thought and gone a little while. But
You talk about I got
I see, yeah, I must need to drink some milk. I need to drink some goat milk. Right,
No, but I just. Yeah, I eat right. I understand that, but at the same time, I said too, they overpriced. You understand
Oh,
me?
yeah, that's what
Yes,
I'm gonna say.
yes.
Nah,
Yeah,
Bobby,
overpriced.
this is what I'm
The
gonna
island
say.
only so big.
Let me tell you
And
something.
then they want to charge everybody individually. Come on, man. You
Bobby,
coming as a group.
Bobby, now this is what I'm gonna say, and I remember when I had to come from the States, and I didn't have my cars yet, and I was trying to go right Coral Harbor. The Bahamian man charged me $56 from
My God,
from
right
the
there.
airport right there to Coral Harbor.
Oh, that's
Yeah, man.
If he's smoking cheap flick.
Wow.
And that is the reason why they were so fearful of something called Uber, because they know.
Uber needs
They
to come in
know.
for real. Sorry to say.
Uber,
Oh,
I mean,
Uber's here,
yeah.
my darling. Uber is
No,
here
there-
because
it's
I
not
used to catch
regulated.
Uber where my
It's-
car was done.
But it's not
It ain't gotta be.
regulated.
You
It
talk about
ain't
the
gotta be. It
unre-
regulated.
You talk about the
We always
unregulated
had
Uber.
hackers. We always had
Yeah.
hackers. We
For
always had
years.
that.
Yeah, we
For
Exactly.
For years. Hawker's been
No,
around for
but
my
those-
little boy. Before my time, actually.
Listen to me. But
No, they don't. No,
No.
a taxi.
Thing is, they want us to fight for them, but yet they don't stand helping us in terms of like Uber service or try to. If you call a taxi right now from Bahamian, like,
Actually, there was a Uber company over here I was working for called
I'm telling y'all.
Bahama Ride. You ever heard? You remember Bahama Rides?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bahama rides.
I
Yeah.
used to work for
Serve
them. I used to work for them, and trust me, it was an awesome service. I
Yes.
made great money now. I ain't gonna lie, I made some good money now.
Mhm.
I was bringing on $300-400 a week now.
Wow.
It was good.
Oh,
but
you
you
say
know,
$300 a week?
$300-400 a week, yes.
That's some poor people shit, child. A lot of money. Are you bragging about that?
No, that's a side money. That was my side money.
Oh,
That
child.
was no full-time job.
Come on,
That was-
Boy, that had to
I'll
be,
tell you
boy.
that,
But guess
boy.
what? I used to work the shift from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's what the money was. The overnight
Something that
shift.
better
I'm telling you, only riding around, you only riding
better
people
than
to a
260.
destination.
Right,
So that's
you only
kind
ride
of
people
good.
around.
That's a side hustle.
You're working
You
hard.
just pick it up and
You
drop
pick,
them
you
off.
pick, see what happens is you pick your hours how you want to work. I picked the 6 to 6
Exactly.
because that's where the money was.
Child, let's see, I
In
done
the
moved that saddle off my back. You can ride this horse no more, child. That's too much. I gotta.
But
gotta
I
do
have
something
something
I used
else.
to pay
say.
25. I used to pay $25 to take me from Anatole to Centerville. $25 for the Uber.
In
That
a-
under what 30 minutes? You know
In
how
a
much time they
taxi
can make
from
that?
the airport to Foxhill, I'll pay $56 when I get in.
Wow.
$56 from the airport to Foxhill, which to me, I don't know no better, so that ain't bad. But with the
No,
tour
no,
buses,
I-
because the politicians have stake in the tour buses, they ain't
what I would
checking for the
want 'em.
taxi drivers. They can push them in the tour buses. See me in Freeport, they got this tour bus company in Freeport, Forbes shot. Of course, they link in with that with the PLB, so they can push that.
Yep.
Well, honey, one who I know for sure a business with that is Planet Santa Martin. That's for sure. One.
That's why she going to tourism then.
That's for sure.
Man,
One.
I
It
would-
always-
I-
I
we don't-
ain't
we need to
saying
talk about-
alleged.
We need to talk about the leprechaun.
Man, she own,
so
she
you're trying to say,
own tourism.
so you're trying to say, when it comes to the tour buses and stuff, do they charge them per person?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't
Oh,
know
it's a-
October.
Yeah, they charge them, but
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be as much as taxi per person.
Hold on. So the tour buses, I thought the tour buses is just to take people around the island as a tour. How are they?
No,
how,
sir.
how are they getting as taxis now?
That's what the taxi drivers was talking about, how the hackers is becoming at the airport and standing right at the door, pulling people away
No,
from the
yep.
taxi
it,
driver.
it ain't the
Yep.
hackers. It's the delivery drivers who's doing it. The SUVs. That's who's doing it. See, the SUV
Yeah.
delivery drivers are prepaid drivers. Like when you coming in from the States or wherever, you prepaid for him to pick you up personally. He's a personal
Yeah.
driver. He is not a taxi. He's a personal driver. Like I
Yes.
have a website,
That's how
and
it's
you want a
supposed.
service.
That's how it's
That's
supposed
what
to
he's
be.
supposed to do.
But it ain't like that.
But it
That's
ain't
how
like
it's
that.
supposed to be, but it isn't like that.
But what they doing is they're cutting out the tax by standing at the door, collecting the people before they walk, before they go to the taxis. That's delivery drivers. They're not hackers. It's delivery drivers who are doing that, and that's wrong.
This is the reason why.
Yeah, that's wrong.
This is the reason why, and it's so sad that every Bahamian have to go through something for them to stand up.
But why do we have to wait till we get to be hurt and suffering to stand up?
Yes.
This is our problem. We don't care. We are so selfish. We become so selfish.
Yeah.
There's too
Yeah,
much.
we don't-
There's too much hatred in this country.
Because of the PLP and FNM, the divide. That's why we become so we
make
forget about our own
we
people.
make everything political.
Everything is political.
I'm so sick of that.
Everything is political, and we now we allow like
Everything
because
is political.
because you is a PLP and I is a FNM, and if we have a discussion, you can't talk think about my party. We can end up hating each
yeah.
other. We ain't gonna talk to each other no more because you ain't hearing my part, I ain't hearing your part. You know what? You just go your way and I go my way because you ain't making no sense. You was the reason why the situation is. But when your party was in, you was the reason too. Your party didn't do nothing, and then it's a divide. And
Well, I
you
just like that. I would that. I was the political person. Sorry to say. Your party ain't making no sense, and they need to go. Point blank.
But you was a Bahamian and you was a what? What the word is? And you was a COI?
I was a COI.
All right, organic Bahamian. That's what you just said just now.
Only you could have stomached that man come there and like, say, we ain't making no sense. I couldn't do that. He was gonna get. I was on the. You had to mute me because I was concussing.
Who that was?
Organic or digital?
Who that was?
But Uncut 242,
You know why you cuss. You know why you.
Uncut 242, we cannot be biased. We have to let people come on and
I
speak
got there,
their
garbage
mind.
straight up.
Who that was?
I don't know who the man is. I forget what his name is, but he ended up coming on and
The
saying
same
that.
blood.
All is well.
T-Man.
Who T-Man?
He was a...
T-Man.
Uncut belly strong.
Hey,
He was just...
boss lady. Boss lady.
Yeah.
You know what? You know the name? The name is Jerome Fitzgerald. You know that name?
Yeah,
No, I just want to put something in. The only thing the government and the Bahamas ain't regulated is selling front. Because they every time you try to do something, they think,
You ain't sure about that.
I ain't sure
make
about that.
don't
That's
make
not
that wrong.
they
You ain't
regulate
sure.
because I show us.
But
Well,
look
they,
here.
well, they're
I
regulated
see
because
him.
the police officers own the clubs.
You touch one of them politicians' little things.
Hey, Jerome Fitzgerald is the nigga who put all the pressure on these niggas. Them nigga go on the road traffic trying to get the license. They ain't had nowhere for him to take it. They take the license in the road traffic office, and they had one bit, and they charging these niggas still $600-700, and if they don't get it, they gotta pay the same thing. And the people start complaining, and we ain't nothing but that. They was trying to get the Bahamian people, these niggas in these trucks, they were trying to take their money or their socks, their shoes, and their yacht.
Wow. That is so sad, but we need this. We I don't know where our balls going. But if we understand if we come together, 50,000 like 5,000 us. Let's just say 5,000. If that. If we come together, boy, and we stand in that Parliament Square for 3-4 days. You see now around the world, you see where now everybody's basically standing up to their government.
Not us.
Yeah.
Everybody around the world is standing up to their government, and they the minute they stand up, they're gone. They're leaving. But what are we so afraid of? We don't have shit.
I don't understand, boy.
We don't have nothing.
Oh, I'm afraid of my little job. I'm afraid of my contract getting taken away.
Yo, you're gonna go hungry anyway if you don't stand up. You're still getting hungry if you don't stand up because they can suck everything out there.
Thank you. Because
Bobby,
what they doing to you now, you're still suffering.
You suffering more than everything.
What you saying, Bobby, is the truth, right? But you know how many people around here right now eating spoiled food or partially spoiled food?
So it can change it. It can change it. It can get worse.
And what I'm saying is,
you can eat dirt like
what
that.
I'm saying, What I'm saying to you, Bobby, you
Yeah,
got
why
some
they say
people
you
out
pick
here.
piece of shit?
They
No,
look like they in their sound mind, but they done lose their whole mind. They done out of their head. Some of these people you mustn't blowing them too hard, they fall out.
I understand that, right? But soon
Jake,
you'll have that spurred food to eat.
Bobby, you remember what the woman say? They ain't gonna give you food, they gonna give you dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get food,
mama.
you get dirt.
Oh, you know, I actually met her in person, you know, on the walkabout.
She's a celebrity.
Yes, when I saw her, I gave her the biggest hug. I say, "Mrs. You, girl, come here, girl, we get on."
She's a celebrity.
She's a
I
sweet
tell you
lady.
that.
I met her in person. She was the sweetest lady when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
when I was walking with Lincoln. Huh? I didn't recognize her at first, but Lincoln was the one who pointed her out to me.
Yeah. She's like, from where? Not here. My son buy them. They will give you food, but you can get
You
dirt.
wanted to cry on TV.
Oh, I meet you when you been the freak watching the road.
But us as Bahamians, we have to have some integrity. But we have the. How do you all feel? Do you all know the high fluctuation with the Indians would not come inside this country?
You see that? And they taking over, they buying up all the businesses. My favorite restaurant, Zen, out west, was owned by the Chinese.
Wow.
Guess who got it now? The Indians.
Indians.
I said, what the hell?
But not only that,
Chinese
infuse, and hold on now, they infuse their food into that now.
And not only that, they come in with their
wow.
culture. Do they believe in God?
No, Buddha.
And they nasty.
No, that's not Buddha. Hindu.
Only us, they don't want to make it.
But I want y'all to understand too. What I want y'all to do, the people that in Nassau, I want y'all to go inside these ghetto where y'all grow up into these houses and stuff and see who own the houses now. Haitians own all of the houses. What these
That's
people
all I want you to know. Haitians take over.
These people these houses what they grow up in, the Haitians own all of these
Haitians
houses
own
and
it.
stuff.
Yes,
So the
yes.
house what you grow up in now is no longer a generation houses where you could turn on to your children. People now is coming
Because they selling it out.
Yeah, but this is my thing. This is my thing. We have Bahamians who have been working for 30, 40 years. The reason why we can never go to buy nothing, because they always put stipulation on this. You have to get this amount of money. You got to pay this amount of money. And then, how is it that a Haitian would
Haitian
live
could acquire
inside,
it.
would live inside a shanty town, what don't have to pay light bill, don't have to pay water bill, don't have no bills to come and buy these house cash? Where did they get the money from to
Yes.
buy these house cash?
Yes.
And the Bahamians inside
Yes.
this country would own this country. It take us 30, 40 years just to come up with $30,000 in your
They
account.
save, that's because they can save their money and our baby free and
Haitians
we
ain't
get
no
paid.
broke people. They save their money.
They save their money and then we get paid to the hospital and they can't pay because they keep claiming they ain't got no money while they save
Yeah, they
their money.
playing it
They
smart.
get their shit. They
Them
playing
suckers-
the game
listen,
smart.
Haitian people cheap as fuck. Excuse me. They
Yeah.
cheap. They
This is the
Man, I
last
mean-
time.
Yeah.
Ask about this show for God's sake.
I know that was it. That was it.
I wouldn't say they cheap. I would say they save
No,
their money.
no,
They
no, no,
cheap
no.
for
They
what
cheap.
what they
They
want.
cheap.
They ain't cheap.
They buy what they want.
They buy what they want. They saving the money for what they want.
Goddess, come on. Let's make this make sense, Goddess. We have to pay light bill. We have to pay water bill. We have to pay food. They don't have. They have got.
They
They
pay
living.
that
They're
'cause we
living in
giving
the
them
shanty
everything
town.
free.
Listen, y'all. We supposed to be uprise when they go and give them $1,200 for living assistance.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
the him is
Don't
getting
think who you
$50
gotta
3
blame
months
for
and
that?
6. We us.
Come on, man. Who you gotta blame for that?
It's
When you
us.
find
We
a
are
donkey
the-
get a ride on the cup.
And that's
I
what
wish
they
I was
doing,
a,
right?
I wish I was a Haitian in this place, but what a set.
Right, Bobby, you see what I'm saying? I'm saying at the end that
I
you
gotta
can't
put
blame
my
them.
last name with Joseph.
You can't blame the Haitians them because guess what?
I'm
When you
gonna-
ride on, they can ride on the government, let them ride on the government.
I gotta
Huh?
put,
Only
I gotta
up
put
to
that
down,
in the
let them
newspaper.
happen.
Put that in the newspaper, Joseph. Nobody fight against that now. Nobody
Bobby.
fight against my petition.
Bobby, you know, when I was a kid growing up in Nassau, in the inner cities, a lot of Bahamians didn't own property, you know. I know you might think I'm joking, right?
I
They used to
believe you.
rent the property. They used to rent the property,
Or lease.
right?
No, back
And
then they did.
and I used to live
Lease.
I used to live to Badolio Street. And by I never know that house could have moved. Niggas them come around 4 o'clock in the morning and they put that goddamn house on the trailer and they carry that.
They were
And when
they
the
were
lady
wooden houses?
crossed the road,
I remember that.
the lady crossed the road for me, I thought all them years, I thought Miss Graham did own the house until they build a house out Golden Gates and they move in their house. And they move today, and 2 days later the people come move the house where they're living in. And this is why you have a lot of people in them inner cities. You see some of them properties where the bush grow up and different stuff, and no one ever really come back to them because the mother and the father and everybody done dead, and they was renting the property to somebody big bro. And you find a lot of these foreigners come, they get caught up with the politicians, and they go there and they take the property.
You're right, Jay Bryce, because listen to what the gentleman said the other day when they was in the yard, pushing on it. He said he paid rent for 30 years in the yard, and he said the landlord who is paying to already and dead, so I guess they own the property now that the man and dead. If you all listening.
Yep, the Haitian guy.
Thank you. I was listening. Thank you.
That's exactly what he was trying to say.
Yes. But this is my thing. You've been over here for 20-something years and you still can't speak a crack of English. What you here for?
Yep. Yeah, but he can't own nothing. He have papers, right?
No.
He can't. He don't need to have no papers here because we can't go hiding on nothing.
Exactly. There's no way they're supposed to be here.
They won't
all I want to do is show me.
Yeah, but how could y'all get mad? And how could y'all get mad at them doing what they doing if everybody inside our parliament is Haitians? None of them is Bahamians.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You go live on a piece of property for 12 years, they'll challenge you, right? And they'll put you through the rope, right? A foreigner go there, they'll find a way how you can get it.
Now, you all see what Steve McKinney going through now, right?
Yeah, because he ain't getting paid.
Ingram is Haitian. You know Bahamian. Ingram, you know Bahamian. Ingram don't even look like a Bahamian. Where Ingram
That's that boy, Daddy.
Who?
That's that boy from Abaco, Daddy.
Who boy?
The Haitian boy.
Frankie, Florida.
That's
Frankie, Daddy.
They look just alike, allegedly.
They're twins.
I can say allegedly for that, because them two look just alike.
Allegedly,
I can say allegedly for that one, because them two look split image alike.
Let me ask you something. So let me ask you something. What about Mr. Lime?
Mr. Who?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
The politician, right?
Boy,
yeah, I don't believe that.
I know, but boy, for some reason, boy, to me they look alike.
Him and Florida all look alike.
No. Chivago. You talking about Chivago?
Who else? Who else?
I guess it's Chivago like, eh?
That's so they Chivago, I know.
Who's Bahamian tycoon?
Welcome.
You might just see my first time coming up on this live. I just saying come on in a while. But I would say this to y'all, right? Y'all have to understand how this thing works for them. All right. They have the international community watching them, which is the excuse. So that's why you will find if the Bahamian gets in a situation with the government and they file a lawsuit or any kind of tangle they get involved with the government gives the Bahamian the runaround and the foreigners get paid out quickly because they try to keep up this image for the international bodies or whatever the case may be. Right? That's number one. Number two, the real argument is this. Y'all have to understand something. They make excuses and say that they collecting money from national insurance, they collecting money from immigration, for work permits and stuff like that or whatever the case may be, right? But I keep telling people, ask yourself this question. Do you know how much it is for a child to go to school in the Bahamas? For a child to go to school in the Bahamas, in government school, it's a little over $5,000 for government school, contrary to people who keep saying that it is free. It is not free. The Minister of Finance has to provide for the Ministry of Education a little over $5,000 for each student when it comes to school. That's number one. Number two, how much money is this costing them? Bahamians and foreigners alike have to go on the line to social services because short supply of whether it be rentals or People trying to get food because of the inflation or whatever the case may be. How much money they using, and they putting aside for social services and then free health care. These people get free health care. The point I'm simply trying to make is when you add these three ministries together, and you look at how much the budget has ballooned to comparison to how much money they made off of immigration, national insurance, and it is one more place they like to call. But anyhow, this the point. When you look at it, the Bahamians really losing out, and we fronting a bill for people. Then on top of that, the reason we have a problem with the rental issue in the country is because of the migrants. All right. Now let me help you. We need migrants in the Bahamas, whether people believe it or believe it not. But the kind of migrants that they're attracting is the ones that we don't need. And I'm not talking about just because they from Haiti. If we have some world-class doctors who's coming here and teaching the Bahamian people something, we need that. Teaching them something that they don't know. We have some people that come in here teaching some Bahamians with some artificial intelligence. By all means, listen, I will encourage the government to pay for them to their living accommodations while they teach Bahamians. But what they doing is they're doing jobs that Bahamian people can do, and what they do, they making excuses for it, because the reality of it is, right now the rental issue is these same foreigners, mainly the Haitians, whether people want to accept it or accept it or not. Let me explain it. In 2018, remember when we had the Hurricane Dorian? What happened is a lot of people came, Bahamians alike, came from Abaco and Freeport, and they ran here to Nassau. So now what happened during that time, it was a short supply of rentals but high demand. So what the people would do is when they come to the landlords and ask them, you have a place for rent? They was in desperation. People came with money, mind you. Monies they had put aside. They came in the airport with little bags and stuff. Some of them had money and had money on their bank accounts. When they did that, they would go to landlords and tell them, listen, you charging $700 for 2-bedroom? I would give you $900. It's only business sense. The patrons was pushing the price of the rent up. Now, when people started going back home to Abaco and Freeport, here comes an influx of more migrants that continue to fill that same gap and cause the price of rent to continue to rise because it's a short supply and high demand. See, this is what plenty people ain't getting. What we need to do when we fix the rental issue is not talk about rent control. How do you go to a person who renting their building? You don't know what expenses they have, and tell them that you pass legislation to tell them how much they could rent their building for when you have other people in other areas renting for far higher prices. That is discrimination. The problem is simply send a bunch of these people back to their country, and when you send them back and the houses are empty, you know what happened? The landlords need to drop the prices to get people inside the houses. And see, people don't understand how this thing go. I listen to so much people talk so much stupidness. They want the government to intervene with this, intervene with that. No. Deal with the migration problem. That's part of our biggest problem right there. If you are not adding value to this country, you're taking it away. And all people like to focus on is when you try to say these things, or you xenophobic, or you racist against you, and bunch of garbage. Listen to me. If y'all so good at what y'all doing, y'all say y'all been in the Bahamas, why don't y'all build your country? Anyhow, let me let y'all talk.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't like that because you tell the truth. You tell the truth.
Yeah, I like that.
agree
You
with
know,
what he said.
you know,
I
you know.
agree.
Now listen
I
here.
totally agree with him.
Producer, I don't know if you give him a hand clap, but y'all give him a hand clap. But what we need to do too inside this country, the first thing, we need to make sure every Bahamian have our own houses. Bahamians don't need to be renting. I feel like that renting industry needs to be, Bahamians need to be renting to foreigners. Now.
Was the case with Canada a couple of years ago before the Trudeau government, but they influxed their country with so much immigrants, and they have the same problem we have.
Right.
They have too much immigrants come, not enough housing. That's why their whole economy is going down.
And we can do the same thing too.
We have to do something similar like Dubai, how they help.
Yeah, I was gonna go there with Dubai too, because Dubai doing the same. You have to bring some kind of subsidies to the country.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you don't bring in nothing, why are you coming here?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Cause you want a better living? No. You gotta bring some substance to the country.
But
It's
but
coming
like
and
what
loading on the system and the hospital.
like but like what Lincoln Bain say, and like the gentleman say, and the thing about it, we don't care about the foreigners coming to this country, you know. We just don't want you to integrate into our government system and have our passport. You could come. Just don't think that you could get inside our government stuff, but you're gonna go run for this office, or you could use our passport and now go to other country, do all type of skullduggery, and then cost Bahamians who want to go to these countries hard for us to go to these places.
Yeah, but they already are in there, so how are we supposed to get all them out?
No. They can keep the passport. They can keep the passport what they got now. We just need to get it and change the passport.
But all these doctors and all these immigration officers, all these things, but they keep recruiting
Police
every
officers,
time.
immigration officers, prison officers,
Yeah.
defense force
What's
officers.
going on with that?
That's an easy fix.
How you get rid of them? How you get rid of them out of there?
What you mean? How you go? We need to go there and we need to make sure that they can bring their mommy and daddy birth certificate. We don't care about the passport. I want your ma and your pa and your grandparents them birth certificate.
But these things could be doctored, so it's hard to say.
That's what I'm saying. If you cannot bring your birth certificate, if we go now, immigration now, when immigration, we go now to the all of these government agencies to tell them, okay then, new government, we need you to come with your birth certificate, your great grandparents' birth certificate, and if it ain't lining up with your mommy and daddy, it's Bahamian.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. The bus will be right outside. We will go.
I don't even know how they get in there.
Every island.
But
I don't want to say. I don't care
fair.
how you get it. I don't care how you get it. If your mommy
Yeah,
and
cool.
daddy is Haitian, your ass is not. I'm sorry.
Yo, but this you last time.
That's a devil. That's a devil just trying to get inside.
That's a devil.
Devil, I rebuke you, the devil. Jesus, you better get from out here. But
Where's your birth certificate? Where's your birth certificate?
Hey,
Guys,
you all know who Ivan DeVoe is?
Yeah, and he just died.
Okay, and you know what he was in charge of?
Immigration at 1.8.
I know for sure he was in charge of the passport office.
Yes, the
Grand
passport office.
Bahama.
Yeah.
And I had an issue, and but they was trying to give me a runaround. Well, I called Darrell Miller show. When I look, he called me and he gave me my passport quick. And these niggas been running the racket for years. I just brought it down at 8 Mile Walk died like last year sometime. Jonathan DeVoe. These niggas have been sitting in big position and they've been Haitians. They've been sitting in big positions from the 1800s, big bro.
DeVoe was a Haitian name?
Wait, DeVoe, they didn't name DeVoe, they named Delivo. They just branched
Yeah, the
off to
Haitian
DeVoe.
name is Delaveau.
Yeah, that's all. And they switch it around, and you ain't know no better, so you just ain't know.
Yep,
Wow.
but I just wanna let y'all know I appreciate each and everybody for coming on, and I think we're gonna now continue this type of on Thursday, this type of live where we're gonna make sure make y'all involved with the conversation. I think it makes it the live more interesting.
Yeah, it does.
So
it does.
we're gonna do this more every Thursday or every other Thursday if we can.
Unless we have a guest.
And unless we have a guest, we're gonna do this. But I want to thank you so much,
No problem.
Toma, for coming on.
Thank you.
And you think you can
Do it
consider
again?
this
Yeah,
again?
I'll do it again. I had fun.
Yeah, for everybody who's around, who's on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, we want to thank each and every one of you all for coming on Uncut 242 and actually not only coming on but sitting on the live, but actually engaging in the conversation and actually helping us to change this country. We have to be the change we want to see. We can't be talking about it amongst our friends and our family no more. We have to get on everybody have a smartphone now. Get on the social media platform. Talk about what's happening inside your community. Talk about what's happening in your settlement. Let the people know what's going on. We have to now talk and get these politicians out of our house because we already see 53 years they don't care about us. They don't care about this country.
I always say they hate the Bahamian people.
And we have to get back to loving each other, man. So with that said, Bahamians, I want to thank each and every one of you all for coming on the show. My name is Anton Powell.
And I'm Tomar Higgs.
I want to thank you all so much. And good evening, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time,
Good
8:30.
night.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night. All right. Bye, Boss City.
Entire Uncut 242 team, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's program and found our conversations informative and thought-provoking. Don't forget to join us again next week for another unfiltered look at the issues that matter most. Until then, take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful week. On behalf of the entire Uncut 242 team, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's program and found our conversations informative and thought-provoking. Don't forget to join us again next week for another unfiltered look at the issues that matter most. Until then, take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful week. On behalf of the entire Uncut 242 team, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's program and found our conversations informative and thought-provoking. Don't forget to join us again next week for another unfiltered look at the issues that matter most. Until then, take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful week.